Marvel Studios' writer of Avengers The Kang Dynasty addresses the Rotten Tomatoes score of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and he tackles whether these reviews and the score is going to impact Avengers The Kang Dynasty at all. With constant buzz and talk of a possibility of multiple delays to multiple projects in Marvel Studios Phase 5 and Phase 6 slates, and obviously things sort of leaning in that direction more and more, and we're hearing that the Avengers could be spread out a little bit more instead of 2 films in 1 year, or at least in the same calendar year. Yeah, it's a lot. So what are they gonna do? Well, according to some reports, there was talks of them changing how they're approaching the Kang Dynasty. Again, nothing's been verified. Recently, Jeff Loveness, the man who wrote Quantumania and is writing the Kang Dynasty, responded to some of the criticisms, the low Rotten Tomatoes, and the reviews, which aren't favorable to Ant-Man 3. Let's be real. They're not. He does say that the reception has been rather interesting and it's been a few wild weeks. And he says that it's a mix of reception and also taking the feedback and seeing what they're going to do in the writing process, and if there are things that can be adjusted to meet some of this criticism. He also does say that obviously if you look at the other side of it, audiences seem to be enjoying it more. So it's one of those things where you don't want to go one way or another too far, and you just got to do what you feel is right and what the studio feels is right, and that's the story you got to get out. So he's just going to continue working away on the script, and changes that happen will happen because we know by now that that's how the industry works and things are bound to change. But he says there's really not going to be too much of an impact. Like, they're not going to completely overhaul everything just because of a Rotten Tomatoes score and reviews. Yes, they're going to impact it somewhat, but they have a direction that they're going in, and changing one thing would have obviously a ripple effect on everything else, so you can't really do that. And I think he's telling the truth. You know, they're going to change elements, obviously, but the bigger picture is set, and what they're planning on doing for down the road, if they need small adjustments, they can always make them. But a complete overhaul of everything, that's got to be out of the question, because that's just insane. They would essentially have to literally go back to square one, which means restarting the plans and the end goal that they started years ago, and that's just not going to happen.